All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Boston Red Sox MLB 19 The Show franchise mode. Make sure to check out the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. Give it a follow on Twitter at media_vendetta. Give me a follow on Twitter at Trey Dalbert. Also check out the Facebook page, Vendetta Sports. All right, let's get started here. Special episode today. We are going to show a trade, and then we are going to show a game. So, this is where we're at currently. It's July 1st. Let's check out the standings here. We're up top, 4.5 game lead over the Yanks. We're ranked 4th right now. Interesting. Twins leading the AL Central. Not too much of a surprise. I thought the Twins would be good this year. I really did. Houston, first place, no surprise there. It'll be an interesting wildcard race, though. I'm curious to see who wins the AL wildcard. Braves starting to extend the lead over the Phils. Nats starting to fight back a little bit. Cubs have the lead. Tight NL Central, though, as of now. Dodgers, 5-game lead over the Rockies. Looks like the Rockies should make the playoffs with that record. Sizable lead. So it's interesting so far. But I teased it a little bit. We're going to make a trade. I'm going to show you guys the transactions. Feel free to pause the screen if you need to. But I want to show you guys... Oh, there's Eduardo Nunez torn Achilles. I can't fucking stand him. Here's the trades. I wanted to show the trades. I make sure there's at least one trade a day. I want it to be interesting. I want the other teams around the league to improve. So I give them multiple chances to improve. I make a ton of trades. I want the rest of the league to make a ton of trades. So... I want all the teams around the league to improve. It feels only right. We've made a bunch of trades. Our team has definitely improved. Since we made that little Mancini, Moncada, that little trade in there, Colome, Jeff McNeil, Felipe Vasquez, Josh Bell, our team has definitely improved. So we're going to make another trade. We're going to go back to the New York Mets. And I'm looking at you, Zach Wheeler. I'm looking at your bald head. Zach Wheeler. He had a very, very good second half last year. He is stuck on the cursed Mets. That's just the way it is. Get this guy away from the Mets. You get this guy away from the Mets, he's going to be good. Realistic trade, too, because he's an impending free agent. Free agent next year on a team that's going to sell. So this is a very, very realistic trade that I'm about to pull off. Another guy here, Jason Vargas, another impending free agent. He's going to be part of the trade. So far, this is very realistic. And another guy, impending free agent. He's on a minor league deal, Hector Santiago. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap Rick Porcello, another guy who is going to be a free agent after the season. So this is a very realistic trade. Basically swapping starting pitchers on expiring contracts and giving them extra assets. So it's a realistic trade. I don't want to hear anything else. Porcello is tough to pitch with in this game. I pitch well with him because I'm very good at pitching. But he's very tough to pitch with because if you can't command the strike zone, which I normally can, but I miss on occasion. Everybody misses on occasion. He gets buried. He misses, he gets buried. He doesn't have anything that puts you away. He's got to nibble the corners all day. So what we're going to do is add in Jose Rondon, which, again, this makes this trade so realistic. Swapping expiring contracts, throwing in extra assets to get the Mets to do the deal. So Jose Rondon, nice little young shortstop in the trade, makes it go. It would be the main motivation for the Mets to do this trade. Because they're going to lose Zach Wheeler anyway. They're going to lose Jason Vargas anyway. They're going to lose Hector Santiago anyway. So they might as well get a young shortstop. And what we're going to do, Big Sexy. Yeah. So they basically get 2 starting pitchers back and pick up a young shortstop. That's why I think it makes sense. It's very realistic. I wanted Zach Wheeler. With Zach Wheeler, he's got 5 pitches. He's got good stuff. Very good stuff. And what we're going to do, yeah. This guy throws fucking hard, man. Ryan Stanek, he's one of those openers for the Rays. This fucker throws hard. I faced him earlier in the year, I remember. He walked a couple guys, but I couldn't touch him. You see that quirk, the K quirk? Couldn't put a bat on the ball. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw Vargas here. And we're going to throw him Carson Smith. Carson Smith has an extra year of control. He's having a good year for us. Seattle had him in the past. So I think this works. He has a higher overall than Stanek, so I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be interested. I know Seattle's a bit of a rebuilding team, but they should be interested. And to cap it off, we'll throw in a prospect. Seattle's rebuilding. They don't need a dominant reliever. So we're going to throw them Marcus Wilson, prospect center fielder, and I think this trade is also very realistic. Boom. Boom. Oh, so now we get a bullpen piece. We got a starting pitcher that I like. Yeah. And in terms of overall, Wheeler and Porcello, similar. We got to take him off the 40-man roster because we're out of 40-man roster spots. It's becoming a problem. I'm claiming everybody. I claim anybody that goes on waivers. Anybody. I don't let assets go to waste. Never will. Again, Wheeler, I believe he's a 80 overall in this game. He's angry for now. He gets happy. Don't worry about it. The overalls are about the same, but I'm going to pitch better with Wheeler. I promise you that. So, what we are going to do, showed you the trades, got the bullpen piece, got the starter. You see a little bit of my roster, hopefully. We're going to get into a game. Start it up now. So get ready. It's a 4th of July game. So stay tuned.
MLB Network has baseball for you on this Thursday as we are live at Rogers Center in Toronto. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Matt Shoemaker gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. And if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1 as we are underway in Toronto. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Ready now, Andrew Benintendi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Batting average for him on the season standing in the 320s entering action today. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Just getting started at the Rogers Center. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Hernandez. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting 4th.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many pegged him as one of the best run producers in the game coming into this year. But he's having a breakout year, no question about it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Pilar. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Zach Wheeler will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things we'll look for early, Matty, Zach Wheeler, at times control can be an issue. So one of the keys for Zach Wheeler, getting ahead early in counts.
Here's Eric Sogard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Jays, the second baseman, Eric Sogard.
First pitch of the at-bat. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They're hoping to have some things turn around with him leading off. He's really struggled to produce runs. No RBIs in this series so far, and he's a guy they count on to put runs on the board to help them win games.
Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Hit to third. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0. The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Hits this one hard the other way. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Wheeler pauses. Here comes the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Guerrero on second. Smoke on at first with 2 down. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. We are still scoreless. Next up for the Red Sox, Josh Bell. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Line towards center field. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
And that's down into left center for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 3 homers and 19 driven in. Here it comes, 1-0. A ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's gone 2 for 6. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. Pedroia on third. Devers over at second. Vasquez at first up. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Now batting.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
So coming to the plate, Mookie Betts. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Looking to minimize the damage here. Ball 1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. The set and the 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Andrew Benintendi would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Payoff pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 1, the Jays nothing. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Number 44.
First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Rendell Grichuk stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he lays off for ball 1. His career line against Wheeler, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Rendell Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, he was 0 in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
In now, Freddie Galvis.
Shortstop, Freddie.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. In the air now, out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 2 gone. Digging in, Reese McGuire trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He'll start in with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit to first. On to first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Benintendi.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
That's a ball.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Benintendi gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Left field and deep. Hernandez facing back at the track. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And he is in there.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So no one on now after the sac fly, and set to go is the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
The 2-0 is taken. Strike one.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Hit back up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll head now to the home. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. In there, no balls and a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. Sogard, affectionately referred to as nerd power thanks to the signature specs. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
The center fielder, number 11.
Riding in once again, Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball just inside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero. He singled his last time up. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail it here 3-1. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Our research team found that to this point in the game, they've only missed the ball on less than 5% of their swings. Major League average is closer to 25%. So to put it simply, their hand-eye coordination at the plate is second to none right now.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off with the Red Sox,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
now batting.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. In there, and it's 0-1. In his career, Vasquez hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate.
Boy, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, D-Roll. Breaking ball up and away, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Now the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on. The 1-2 is a ball down and away.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That's for the Red Sox. The left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Fly ball, not particularly deep. Giving chase is Hernandez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Boston's out in front, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Justin Smoke, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Stepping in now, Rowdy Tellez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, after that hit right there, D'Lo, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Wheeler pauses, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ready once again, Xander Bogaerts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Richard. 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Right on the inside, Black with a slider. Laid off but called to strike. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 3-1 to Martinez.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Number 55.
Digging in, Josh Bell comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. On the ground to the left side, and that's through into left field for a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2 now. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
And a swing by Pedroia as this one's on the ground out to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading up for Toronto.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ready.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. There to get it is Pedroia. And that's the first out. Stepping up now, Reese McGuire. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Eric Sogard. He's rolled into ground outs a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Wheeler sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Whoa, that counts.
And it's 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Full count still. Sogard is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. David Phelps. At the plate, Rafael Devers. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Count 1-0.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Hit hard to third. Guerrero is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Next for the Red Sox.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Hit on the ground out to short. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Next for the Red Sox.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. His past batting line against David Phelps. He's 2 for 4. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
1 strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Pilar. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Smoke. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Popped him up. Devers in foul ground. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in now, Oscar Hernandez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The count now at 2-2. Wheeler gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
Ladies and
Joe
gentlemen,
Biagini
your
is on to
attention,
pitch from the
please.
bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Two and one now to Mookie. Swing and a liner. Foul. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now back.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And it's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
3-2.
Fastball well outside. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Past history with Joe Biagini, pretty average results, 4 for 15. He also has 1 home run. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Hernandez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox as the lead remains 3-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Number 44.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Here comes the first pitch. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Stepping into the box, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score holds, it's 3-1. Ryan Tepera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan.
Next will be the
Leading off the bump, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here comes the first pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Grichuk giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter.
Digging in, Josh Bell. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Bell.
First offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Second baseman.
Now in the box, Dustin Pedroia. His career numbers in this matchup, he's just 1 for 6. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. And there's a base hit on the line.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Line drive to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Felipe Vasquez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 73.
Leading off the inning, Reese McGuire, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count, 2-2. Here now.
Gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Devers has it. And there are 2 away now. Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Pillar. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 bends into the zone for a strike.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Here's the 2-1. Oh, and he missed with a breaking ball up there, and that's a mistake he won't get away with, as this ball is long gone. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
As we take another look here, you can see that the curve just didn't have that great bite to it, and he sends it deep into the night sky. If you can see it early, curveballs can be some of the easiest pitches to get airborne and backspin out of the park.
Now batting.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero. No balls and 1 strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now batting, Justin Smoke in fire matchups with Felipe Vasquez. Just a 1 for 9. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Jays get one back on the solo home run. Tim Meza enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep this score right where it is. Heading to the bottom of the 9th. Trey Mancini will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Grichuk coasts under it. 1 out. In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he takes a cold strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and he's safe.
And that's the chance you take when you lay
Now
out for a ball like
right
that.
fielder.
You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
That's
Up
what's
next for
called
the Red
getting the
Sox,
treatment. Everyone
the left
knows he's a
fielder,
power threat with the bat,
Andrew.
so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 4-2 game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. In there, now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Betts at second with 2 down. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And 2 home now to Bogaerts. This is line to left into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back to Toronto after this. Trey Mancini will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Ready for another shot now to Oscar Hernandez. He'll begin things against Craig Kimbrell, who tries to close the door in this one. Strike one to start the at-bat.
A defensive change for the Red Sox. Now
the 0-1.
Number 3.
This one's down to third. Devers gloves it. And there's one away.
The batter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted the other way out to left center. Benintendi is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The right fielder.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Kimbrell's ready. Here's the 0-1. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Just more of the same from Craig Kimbrell. He comes out of the bullpen and fires a scoreless 9th inning to pick up the save. Business as usual from one of the best in the game.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Boston Red Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Zach Wheeler earns win number 7 on the season. Craig Kimbrell records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston